the criminal underworld, a realm we often associate with men. But what if I told you some of the most notorious gangs in history were led by women who didn't just break the rules, they completely shattered them? From the foggy streets of London to the chaotic favelas of Brazil, these women weren't just surviving, they were leading, strategizing, and dominating. They built powerful empires, executed legendary heists, and fought bloody battles that changed the course of history. Stay with us, because our number one pick didn't just rule the underworld, they redefined it. For nearly a century, they were the most untouchable crime syndicate. Their cunning, ruthlessness, and audacity made them legends in a world that never expected women to dominate like this. Let's uncover the 7 most powerful female gangs in history and explore the untold stories of women who thrived in the shadows, rewriting the rules of the game. 7. Las Cholitas, the black market queens of Bolivia. In the bustling markets of La Paz, Bolivia, Las Cholitas operate a thriving black market empire. Their specialty? Stolen electronics, counterfeit goods, and contraband. Did you know? Their success hinges on their ability to blend into the crowd. Wearing traditional attire, these women remain virtually invisible to law enforcement, but their operation is anything but small. Communicating in code and running complex supply chains, Las Cholitas prove that power sometimes lies in staying hidden. Lesson: invisibility is a weapon, and Las Cholitas wield it like pros. 6. Guerrilla Girls, anti-Franco fighters of Spain. During the Spanish Civil War, the guerrilla girls didn't just fight, they became the backbone of Spain's resistance against Franco's dictatorship. From sabotaging trains to ambushing enemy forces, these women were fearless in the face of danger. Historical note: some of their most daring acts involved carrying explosives disguised as groceries through enemy lines. Their legacy as symbols of resilience lives on, reminding us of the strength it takes to stand against tyranny. 5. The Pink Panthers, jewel thieves of Serbia. Imagine pulling off a heist so elaborate, it could be a blockbuster movie. That's everyday life for the Pink Panthers. Known for their meticulous planning, daring precision, and Hollywood-level escapes, this Serbian network of thieves is behind some of history's most infamous jewel robberies. One of their boldest heists? In 2008, they stormed a luxury jewelry store in Paris, stealing $100 million worth of jewels in less than 3 minutes. Disguised as wealthy clients, they used decoy cars and quick-change tactics to vanish before authorities even had time to react. Fun fact: their name comes from a 1975 comedy, after one member famously hid a stolen gem in a face cream jar, an uncanny echo of a scene from the film. But the Pink Panther's story is more than just glamour and heists. Internal betrayal nearly shattered them when one of their own turned rogue, creating a rival gang and triggering a secret war of counter-betrayal. This feud wasn't fought with guns, but with cunning. False leads, stolen targets, and sabotaged operations. And the stakes? Loyalty in the Panthers is non-negotiable. Betrayal is met with ruthless retaliation, turning what was once a tightly knit brotherhood into a battlefield of deception. Their legacy isn't just about the jewels they've stolen, but the mystique they've cultivated. A criminal syndicate that operates like a shadowy elite, always one step ahead of the law. The Gulabi Gang, warriors for justice, India. Known as the Pink Gang, these fearless women are a force of justice in rural India, standing against corruption and oppression with unwavering resolve. Founded by the indomitable Sampat Paldevi, the Gulabi Gang takes justice into their own hands, challenging societal norms and holding abusers accountable. Their weapon of choice? Sticks, wielded not just as tools of defense, but as symbols of empowerment. From confronting corrupt officials to stopping child marriages, the Gulabi Gang fights harassment and systemic injustice head-on, redefining what it means to be warriors in a world stacked against them. Their bright pink saris aren't just attire, they're a bold declaration. Justice, strength, and change are coming. 3. The Black Widows, Russian Chechen insurgents. The Black Widows emerged from the ashes of loss, driven by grief and vengeance. Many of these women lost their families during the brutal Chechen wars, and in their sorrow, they found an unrelenting resolve. Historical spotlight: they gained global infamy during the 2002 Moscow theater siege, where they took hundreds of hostages in a chilling act of defiance against Russian forces. The world watched in horror as these women, prepared to die for their cause, demanded liberation for their homeland. Their tactics were as devastating as their motives, turning personal tragedy into a weapon of war. Some carried explosives on suicide missions, their black attire becoming a haunting symbol of both mourning and deadly intent. The Black Widows remain a dark and complex legacy of resistance, their story a testament to the extreme sacrifices of those pushed to the brink by conflict and despair. The Maras, matriarchs of MS-13, Central America. Behind the brutal reputation of MS-13, one of the world's most notorious gangs, stands an unexpected powerhouse, the Mafias. Women who wield power not with brute force, but with cunning strategy. Did you know? These women control the gang's financial operations, coordinate high-profile hits, and manage sprawling networks that stretch across borders. In a world ruled by violence, the Mafias rise as both strategists and enforcers, commanding fear and respect in equal measure. Their influence is felt at every level of the organization, from deciding targets to laundering money, proving that the heart of MS-13's operations isn't always on the streets but in the shadows, where decisions that shape empires are made. In this ruthless hierarchy, the Mafias redefine the game. Power isn't just about muscle, it's about mastering the art of survival and domination in a world where every move counts. 1. The 40 Elephants, the untouchable shoplifters of London. Between the late 1800s and the 1950s, the 40 Elephants built an empire of theft that struck fear into the heart of London's elite. Led by the fierce and brilliant Alice Diamond, these women were masters of deception. They didn't just steal, they outsmarted entire police forces and took on the world's most prestigious stores, amassing untold fortunes in high-end goods. Their heists were nothing short of theatrical. They created distractions that left store owners and security scrambling, then used false bottom bags and relay systems to pass stolen goods between their members, leaving authorities in the dust. They perfected the art of theft, operating with the precision of a well-oiled machine. But their impact didn't end with their successful robberies. The 40 Elephants redefined the role of women in organized crime, proving that even in a male-dominated world, women could not only compete, but rule. They became so feared that for years, they were virtually untouchable. Their legacy isn't just in the stolen jewels and furs, it's in the boldness with which they conducted business and the empire they created. Nearly a century of dominance, and still, their story endures as a testament to their audacity and genius. The streets of London may have been ruled by men, but the 40 Elephants proved that women could leave their mark in ways no one could have imagined. These powerful women didn't just break the rules, they rewrote them. They defied the odds, commanded respect, and built criminal empires in a world determined to deny them power. From masterminding heists to leading rebellions, their stories are a testament to resilience, intelligence, and unshakable determination. Highlighting the role of women in the mafia is important because it challenges the traditional narrative and shows that the underworld isn't just dominated by men. These women didn't just survive in a brutal world, they thrived, and their legacies continue to shape the criminal landscape today. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the untold stories of the mafia world. If you found this fascinating, like, share, and subscribe to Underworldly, your go-to place for the most shocking and untold mafia stories. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Stay tuned for more thrilling tales of power, betrayal, and cunning on our Power and Scheming playlist, where the underworld comes to life and history is written by those who dare to challenge it.